John. Hi, Jade. I have a very, very, very big problem.
Uh-oh.
I lost I'm 58-year-old single mom of 3 grown boys. I had a trusted friend, watching on my money, and we lost it all, 400,000 in a brokerage firm, and he went into my retirement fund, so it's over 600,000 that I lost.
Oh, no.
Obviously, I'm devastated, but thank you, Dr. John, that I've been listening to you for a long time. So I'm a nurse. I make around $80,000 a year. I took a...
Okay, first of all, a trusted friend watching your money, don't do that. Please do. If any of y'all have trusted friends or whatever watching your money, investing on your behalf, don't do that. Have a financial professional do that. Have an actual advisor with a reputable, actual legit company, registered investment advisor. Do that. Don't have just a friend do that, because this is the kind of stuff that happens. She mentioned she had $400,000 to $600,000 that she lost because of a friend. People have the best interest most of the time. Sometimes they don't. Even if they do have the best interests in mind for you, not financial professionals. So there's things that they just don't know, and sometimes they're gonna get it wrong. Unfortunately, if they get something wrong, that can exponentially hurt you so much in the long run. Okay, it comes out to so much of the money that you've built for years and 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 years just gone because of just bad trading decisions, bad investment decisions, just all of that. And now this lady is 58 and has lost pretty much all of her retirement. And now she has to start all over again. She's probably been saving that money since she was in her 20s, 30s. Now she has to start all over again, which means she probably won't ever really be able to retire. Think about it. If she's 58, she's probably not really going to be able to ever retire. We look at the calculations and the projections of what she's going to need to sustain her lifestyle and retirement, and then how much, just when you take into account inflation itself, she's not going to be able to retire, unfortunately. And that's really sad because she trusted someone who she felt was maybe more financially astute than her, and maybe she describes a little more in detail about what happened, but it's really sad.
Second job, and I'm bringing in an extra $4,000 a month. I own a home that I have $400,000 in equity, and I'm just not sure what the next step is for investing. I could sell the house. Should I sell the house? Because I always led my life, correctly. No credit card debt. I paid for my children's college, and now this is where I'm stuck.
All right.
Go
Hold on
ahead.
a second. You trusted a close friend, huh?
Yes.
Was that friend one of my college roommates is my SmartVestor Pro, manages my money, right? So I'm in this same boat. I'm gonna call him right after the show. Just kidding. I know he's doing great. But did your friend make stupid bets, or was your friend?
He was trying to make a lot of money, and he was day trading, basically day trading. Hundreds of thousands of dollars day trading, and then he lost all of that. He didn't want to tell me. He was giving me fake statements, and
So he's a criminal. Your friend is a criminal.
That's fraud.
he is. And we've gone to the White Plains, we're filing charges.
Good.
And but then he went outside of the brokerage firm to my retirement account, and now I'm having all these tax inputs.
I'm going to deal with that on a separate issue. Okay. Here's the big one. Have you forgiven Jeannie yet? Because until you do that, you're not going anywhere. You're going to sit right in the middle of this. You have to.
He's right about that.
I think I will be able to, but not yet. If
Okay.
How fresh is this?
December 18th.
Ooh, child.
You're gonna have to. Okay, let's just cut right to it. Be real honest. How much of this do you just caught flat off guard?
caught flat off guard.
Okay, then you got to forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, we have in our culture, we have like a process for when a friend stabs us in the back. We don't have a good psychology for when a friend stabs us right in the face. And that's what happened to you.
Yeah.
They looked you in the eye. They didn't do anything conniving behind your back. He stared you down and you lost everything.
Yeah, when he went into my retirement fund, he had like paper checks, hard copy checks cut and took it out of my mailbox.
Yeah, he stole.
Obviously, I would never take out.
He's a criminal. He's a crook. Listen, all reactivity is going to color what you do next.
Okay.
And you have to go into this next season as clear-eyed as you can be. What does that mean? Setting down the rage, setting down the anger, setting down your own self-hatred, setting all that crap down so that you can make a plan moving forward.
I will listen to you.
Is that fair?
I can't even today just trying to put gas. I'm shaking because I feel like I'm putting diesel because I can't even make the decision on which gas.
That's right. Because you got to let yourself know, I got robbed.
Mm-hmm.
Not by your hand, but in your lap. This is not your fault.
Yes.
Most people, most of the time, have a little gut feeling that their buddy's kind of shady. Not you. You trusted this dude.
I did.
And he stole from you.
I have a lot of questions. Y'all, like a lot of questions. Like for her, okay, what kind of friend is this? She said this is a close friend. So how long y'all been friends? How did y'all become friends? And like you didn't have like any suspicion? Like no suspicion? Usually people would have some kind of suspicion. But she's saying she didn't, so we take her at her word. She didn't. That's really sad for someone that you trust so close to just steal from you. That's super messed up. And now he put her in a situation to now she has to start all over.
Mm-hmm. He was making fake statements, but he was handing them to me.
Hey, let it. You got to set it down. Because here's why. None of that will come up in court. Hopefully this idiot goes to jail. But
I hope so.
anytime you have to divert it moving forward and dragging it into the back.
Okay.
Let's not go into the back seat anymore. We're done back there. We have to make a plan moving forward. Fair?
Yes, it's fair. I will listen to you.
Awesome.
So let's talk about the financial angle of this. So you're living in a paid-for home. It's worth $400,000. Tell me what other assets you have.
No, it's not paid for. It's worth $600,000, and I have $200,000 left on the mortgage.
Okay.
So you got around.
I didn't have any other money, not even an emergency fund, but I've built up an emergency fund of $8,000 since December 18th.
Okay.
Woo, you're getting after it, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay.
I work in a group home all night long. I work all night now.
I want you to keep that intensity. I want you to build up 6 months of expenses, whatever that is, basic expenses, whatever it takes. If something were to happen for you to keep things running in your household. You told me you're taking
around 7,000.
Okay. And how much of that is margin? Like how much of it is extra after you pay your bills, you get groceries?
Oh, well, to be honest, maybe it's more because right now the margin is 5,000.
Really good.
Okay, so you got 5,000 of margin. That's good. So
I do.
First things first is you're building up this emergency fund. And then after that, of all the money that you're bringing home, I want you to start investing 15% of it. We're walking old school baby steps here. I want you investing 15% into your 401k basics. All right.
Okay.
And then after that, we can start looking at, while you're doing that, we can start looking at making extra mortgage payments because I want this $200,000 paid off. I want your home paid off by the time in the next 10 years. Like I want it done. And I want you to go into retirement at 65 with a paid for house and you've been investing. And then at 68, if you decide to retire, you will have been investing at least $5,000 a month for the last 10 years. Fair enough?
Okay.
Okay, so let's do.
I want you
I don't
to be.
think you need
I want
to
you
do
to be
that yet.
65 with a paid for house that no one can ever take from you.
Because here's the thing.
Okay.
If you invest, I'm putting this in my, I love a compound interest calculator. If you start with 0 and I'm just after, and you invest for 10 years, so from the time you're 58 to the time you're 68, and you get
Yes.
some great rate of return funds, maybe you're in a 10% annualized rate of return, and you're doing this every monthly, $5,000 a month, right?
Yes.
If I calculate that, that's showing me that you're going to have $1 million.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So you've got time. Like John said, it's the emotions are high right now, but our emotions aren't high. This didn't happen to us. So we can look at the numbers and we're looking at them clear and focused. This is just showing you investing over the course of the next 10 years, $400,000 of income, and the rest of it is growth.
I can do that.
Yeah,
You can do that. And you're going to do more because you're working like a wild woman right now.
I am, because I can't be home. If I'm home, all I just do is cry. But if I'm at work, I'm okay.
Okay, but hold on. Don't work yourself into a grave as punishment for what you think you did wrong.
Okay.
You got hit in the mouth by somebody who said, I love you.
Yeah.
You got taken advantage of. You did not do something wrong. So you ain't landing the plane, honey. You're going to be working hard.
Yes.
But we're going to be working for something, not to punish ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm working for something, not to punish. Okay.
We're working so that at 70, you're going to be one of those red New York ladies with huge glasses walking around telling guys like me to get off the sidewalk with our hacky sacks. You got robbed, man. And now we're going to go make it moving forward.
Well, with those projections, I really hope that she can retire. You won't really, at that point, have to worry about necessarily cost of living in a sense, because hopefully by then her house will be paid off. So hopefully by then her house will be paid off. So she won't necessarily have to worry about that. But she still will have to worry about property taxes. And she's in New York. So, I'm not really sure what property taxes are out there. I'm in Texas, and property taxes are insane out here in Texas. Okay, they're absolutely insane. In New York, I would imagine they would be even worse. But what I keep hearing that Texas has probably one of the worst property taxes in the country. Texas and Florida is what I hear a lot. So, take into consideration property taxes. She may be getting Social Security, so that will help. But then a lot of things that a lot of people, especially around her age, tend to have to worry about are medical expenses. And those medical expenses tend to be a lot more expensive just due to the frequency in which they may need medical care and just the type of medical care that they may need. So I really hope those are things, and I pray those are things that she does not have to worry about. Still, it's really sad to hear when someone gets taken advantage of like that. And this is also just a message and a warning to people out there. If you have someone out there, and honestly, this a very similar thing has happened to me a while ago. Not at any of the degree or scale of this, but it was still, and it wasn't like they were outright stealing from me. It wasn't like that. So, my situation was different, and to the point of, they didn't have like my account password and they weren't in my account doing things, but it was kind of like on the same lines, and I lost a lot of money and I learned a lesson. Now I'm glad I learned that lesson early in life, very early in life, but it was still a very hard lesson to learn. I learned that lesson. And if there's anybody out here that's listening to this video or watching this video that is doing something like that, to where you have someone like a friend helping you invest, helping you trade, especially day trade, like that's one thing you got to stay away from. Okay. There's only like 1% of traders that actually make a living and money trading. That y'all know how hard it is to day trade successfully? Do you know how hard it is? That's why you have more people teaching you how to day trade than actually day trading. That's why anybody can teach you buy and sell signals. Anybody can teach you Fibonacci's. Anybody can teach you how to read indicators. Anybody can teach you how to read chart patterns. Anybody can teach you that. You can go online and Google and learn all that stuff for free. You don't have to buy anybody's course. This stuff is online, readily available for free at your consumption whenever you want. Anybody can teach you how to trade. Only very few people can actually day trade successfully. That's how hard it is. If anybody tells you, especially a friend that's not an actual bona fide professional, tells you that they're going to help you trade your money and make you money and split the difference or whatever the case, take a cut, take a percentage, as far as like day trading, you need to just walk the other way. Do you know how hard it is to day trade and be successful, make money? Anybody can make a few trades and make money. Anybody can make a few trades, be right, make money. You may do that for a few times. You may do that a little longer. You may have a run. You may. But to do that on an ongoing basis and be successful, first of all, you're not going to get much sleep because all your life is consumed around that. Okay. Well, most people are out on the weekends or weeknights enjoying happy hour, time with their family, time with their friends, going to the movies, going on vacation. No, you were studying the markets. These people that do it and do it successfully, a lot of them, like they don't, that's their life revolves around that. It's so hard. Like I said, anybody can have a good trade and make some money, but to do that on an ongoing basis, like day trading is only like 1% of those people even make money. So the way to build wealth is what is slow and is boring. It takes a long time. Okay. Is getting rich quick. That's a lottery ticket. You know how many people buy a lottery ticket? There's a lot of people that buy a lottery ticket. There's a lot of people that buy a lottery ticket, whether it's 600 million, 25 million, 1 billion. It doesn't matter. Everyone buys a lottery ticket. It's only like 1 or 2 people that win. The way to build wealth is slow and is boring. The way to build wealth is you dollar cost average, you add money into your brokerage account and your retirement account over time, and you do that consistently over time for 20, 30, 40 years. A lot of people don't want to talk about that because it's boring. It's boring. A lot of people have a 401k. Your 401k will probably match depending on your 401k. I would say most match starting at 3%. As long as you're putting in whatever they match, that's what you want to do. That's free money. That is free money. So you do want to do that. If your company matches 3%, you want to put in at least 3%. And that's a good way to build wealth because you don't have to think about it. You don't have to read financials. You don't have to read chart patterns. You don't have to do all that. You just let the plan administrator do all that for you and invest it for you. It's either going to be in some mutual funds or target date funds, most likely some target date funds based off of your anticipated year of retirement. It's going to start out pretty aggressive. That just means it has a higher ratio of equities versus fixed income. Over time, it's going to become slightly more conservative as you get closer and closer to the retirement year. So, but if you stay consistent with that over time, and that's the good thing about the 401k because the money comes right out of your paycheck, you don't have to worry about it. Like as you want to automate this stuff as much as possible and set it up in a way to where you don't even have to think about it, you don't have to worry about it. It just automatically happens. And that way you consistently do that over time and invest over time without you even have to worry about it. So if it just comes out of your paycheck into your 401k, and then by the time you get your paycheck, you just pay your bills and you save whatever, but you've already taken care of the 401k. Like that's already done without you having to worry about it. That's the way that you can just build wealth over time because then you take advantage of that compound interest over time that's going to build itself and build itself up. And you just want to not touch it. You don't want to take any money out of your 401k unless it's an absolute emergency. Okay. You want to build up an emergency because like you mentioned, you want to build up at least 3 to 6 months of emergency funds. 6 months would be more ideal. 6 months of emergency funds in a high yield savings account. You want to build that up. So whatever your monthly expenses are, your rent, mortgage, utilities, groceries, gas, whatever the case, whatever that monthly expense is, multiply that times 6. That is the amount of money in which you want to save for in your emergency fund. Okay. Once you have that, if the sky falls, you use the money out of your emergency funds. You only use your 401k if it's like an absolute dire emergency and you don't have any in an emergency fund. Your 401k is like last ditch effort because you pay taxes out the wahoo. Okay. You pay taxes out the wahoo. Any money you take out of the 401k, it counts as ordinary income. So that counts to your income. So you got to pay taxes on that. And on top of that, the IRS will charge you a 10% early withdrawal penalty for taking the money out in the first place. So you pay a lot of taxes on that. Okay. But this day trading, first of all, that's only for like play money. Okay. Day trading, that's like your Vegas money. Like for real talk. You go to Vegas or you can day trade. That's the same thing. It's all the same. You do not day trade with your retirement money. You don't day trade in your 401k. Yes, some plan administrators will let you, but it's not a good idea at all. So don't do it. Don't listen to the people that are teaching you how to day trade in your 401k. Hey, get access to the money. You can buy this. No, don't do that. It's a terrible idea. Terrible idea. Like I said, there's more people teaching you how to day trade than can actually day trade themselves. So don't listen to these people. Really sorry about what happened to this lady. I really hope that she's able to get her house paid off, build up that savings, build up that wealth again, and at least have some sort of retirement. But I hate hearing stories like this. I'm glad that they were able to educate her and give her some things to consider. But how do y'all feel about this? Drop a like and a comment below. Let's have a conversation like we always do. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.